Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Splain Daily. What if I told you that one of Hollywood's most beloved directors, the man behind films that defined our laughter, our tears, and even some of the most iconic courtroom moments in movie history, was honored in a way that left an entire room in stunned silence? Not with a routine Lifetime Achievement Award, but with an emotional tribute that reminded everyone why movies matter and why some stories stay with us forever. Today, we're looking at the powerful moment Hollywood came together to honor the legacy of Rob Reiner at the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards. And if you're over 45 like so many of our viewers, this one is going to hit close to home, bringing back memories of late-night VHS marathons, packed theaters, and unforgettable date nights at the movies. Rob Reiner, the legendary filmmaker behind classics like Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and A Few Good Men, died at the age of 78. Authorities say Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, were found dead at their Los Angeles home in what officials have described as an apparent homicide. The investigation is ongoing, and police have confirmed that their son has been taken into custody in connection with the case. The news sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond, blending an unimaginable family tragedy with the loss of a creative giant whose work shaped generations. At the Critics' Choice Awards, the mood shifted noticeably as Reiner's legacy was acknowledged. What began as a night celebrating film quickly became a moment of reflection, grief, and gratitude for a man whose storytelling touched millions. For many watching today, especially those in the 45 and up generation, Rob Reiner's films weren't just movies. They were moments in time. Think back to Stand By Me in 1986. That story of friendship, growing up, and facing loss wasn't just about four boys on a journey. It was a mirror of our own childhoods, those summers when everything felt bigger and every adventure felt life-changing. Then there was The Princess Bride. Funny, romantic, adventurous, and endlessly quotable. As You Wish became more than a line. It became a feeling. For many families, it was the movie passed down from parents to children, watched again and again, never losing its magic. And of course, When Harry Met Sally, the conversations, the humor, the honesty about love and friendship. Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan captured the messy reality of adult relationships in a way that felt real then and still feels real today. For so many of us, it felt like Rob Reiner understood exactly what we were going through. Rob Reiner's journey began long before these classics. Born in 1947 to comedy legend Carl Reiner, he grew up surrounded by humor and creativity. He first became a household name as Mike "Meathead" Stivic on All in the Family, a groundbreaking show that changed television forever. But behind the camera is where Reiner truly left his mark. His directorial debut, This Is Spinal Tap, became a cult classic and redefined comedy. These Go to 11 is still part of pop culture decades later. He moved effortlessly between genres, from romance to drama, comedy to suspense, always grounding his films in humanity. A Few Good Men gave us one of the most famous courtroom scenes ever filmed. You Can't Handle the Truth became a line quoted far beyond the movie theater. Misery showed his ability to build tension. The American President blended romance with idealism. His range was extraordinary. Beyond filmmaking, Rob Reiner was also known for his activism and outspoken political beliefs. He used his voice and platform to advocate for causes he cared deeply about, never separating art from values. His wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, was his partner for more than 3 decades. Together, they built a family, supported creative work, and remained active in public life. The circumstances surrounding their deaths are still being investigated, and officials have urged patience as the legal process continues. Out of respect for those involved, many details remain limited. What is not in question is Rob Reiner's legacy. At the Critics' Choice Awards, clips from his films played across the screen, reminding everyone in the room just how deeply his work is woven into the fabric of modern cinema. Industry figures spoke of his kindness, his mentorship, and the way he brought warmth and decency into an often harsh industry. The tribute wasn't just about saying goodbye. It was about remembering why his films mattered then and why they still matter now. For viewers over 45, this moment felt personal. These films were soundtracks to our lives. They played during first loves, family nights, and quiet evenings at home. In a world now filled with CGI spectacles and endless streaming options, Rob Reiner's stories remind us of a time when character, dialogue, and heart came first. His work continues to live on, shared with children and grandchildren, reminding us of friendship, courage, humor, and love. Rob Reiner helped define an era of filmmaking that believed stories could bring people together. That legacy will endure long after the applause fades. Thank you for watching Splain Daily. If Rob Reiner's films were part of your life, let us know in the comments. Which movie meant the most to you, and why? We'll see you in the next story.